Hey folks, welcome back to the Via Pinstriping page. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. Today we're going to do a scroll design, asymmetrical scroll design on this blank white skateboard. I get these on eBay. You get a pack of two. You get a white one and a black one for like 35 bucks. This is something that I do plan on skating, so I'm just kind of do a quick design on here. One, to be able to knock out a video. Two, so I can sort of describe my thought process when I make these scroll designs. Right now I got a little bit of alpha enamel black. I put a little bit of reducer in the cup with the paint. A little bit of naphtha there to kind of make it a little more workable. Almost all of the brands have a very thick black, seems like, but you know, I think when it comes to coverage and flow, it's always like a vice versa. Like it's always kind of competing with itself, right? If you don't have enough coverage. Usually if it covers well, it doesn't flow well. It's because of, I guess, the chemicals, the way it needs to be made, or it covers very well at this black and it kind of doesn't flow well, right? It's always something that they're trying to get the perfect mix, but it's kind of really hard to get with any paint company. So, you know, you just reduce as needed, or don't reduce as needed. Working with the Mac brush Long Bob 00. I think I also got this on eBay. I like eBay. It's easy for me. And like I said, we're just kind of gonna go for it, right? No pattern. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but nothing really set in stone, right? Got a little bit chunky on me there. This brush is a little bit more flexible than the Kafkas that I'm used to, so it's a little, I kind of can't feel it as well, but it works pretty good. I can't be mad at it. It's working pretty good. It's just they're a little softer, and when they're a little softer, I can't quite feel it. I like kind of a mid, what they call a snap, kind of a mid-range snap. And I feel like the Kafkas are usually my go-to for that. This is basically somewhat of a Kafka clone, right? Like they copied the, seems to have copied the design there. Right, and so far I like the bounce on that. Let's see if we can pull it out this way some. What I'm going to do is just come back out of here, come this way now. Stop right there, right? Because I feel like my first ones went up, then my last loop went down, so I'm kind of going, I don't know if you could tell, but it's like up, down, up, just to give it some nice bounce, right? So that's my thought process, right? One loop, two loop, three loop, cut in, stop, right? Then one loop, two loops, cut in, stop. I'm trying to consider the flow, right? I'm not just going loops that way everywhere. I'm trying to make sure it goes one way and then the other way. Then we can work on the midsections if we would like, right? But for now, we're kind of just going to give it give it that flow. I'm gonna work this way first, then I'll work the other way. I'll probably flip it just for convenience. All right, let's see here. So I could just come out of this again like I did there, but I'm thinking if I just make it its own entity, I can now just give it a nice little snake kind of a tail section. All right. Push down here to give it that nice hook and pull right back in like so. I feel like I could have made that a little bit more exaggerated, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. All right, maybe I'll give it another one. And it is a little bit more exaggerated. Circle. It's funny because the trucks are going to go here, so you're not even going to see that. But for now, you can see it. Right. So, trying to think if I want to give it some weight here, right? So I feel like there's some space here that something could go here. And you could always pull out and go across, right? So I'm going to pull out and go across to fill in that little bit of space out of the same line here, right? Pull out, slow down right there. That way you don't kick out. And then just give it a quick push, right? A little bit of a streak here, so I'm just going to go over that. See, people, when they're scrolling, they're always like, oh, I get these streaks in the line, or I get these rough spots. Well, look, I get them too, right? That's a rough spot. That was a streak. You know, there's a little inconsistency there, a little inconsistency here. It's going to happen. Over time, you'll learn basically what's acceptable and what's not for you, right? What you feel like is okay, what you feel like isn't okay, right? Is it worth fixing it? Is it not worth fixing it? You know, is it really that big of a deal? Of course, you're going to nitpick your own work because that's just how it goes. Right, and I'm always reducing. I think you can see that. Always reducing. All right, making sure we're recording. So 8 minutes, I got that done. It's not bad. Not bad. Let's see here. I think I'm now gonna rotate it. So I'm not having to reach, right? Makes it easier for me. If only you could rotate cars this way, I'd be set. All right. So now, I'm gonna find a way to start working this way, right? So let's see here. I think if I kind of make some coming this way to kind of match that, right? Nice big loop. Actually going to do a little loop here just to break it up some, right? Small loop. Come back through. Right. Come around. I'm going to push down here. Got a little inconsistency there. I'm just going to work that out to smooth it out just a bit. All right. I'm going to double up on this line here. So I'm actually going to follow the inside of the curve just a little bit. Push down. back around. Push down right there. That gives me another kickoff point. Now, being that I did that here, I'm probably going to do it over there as well. Just to sort of have some consistency, which I'm going to do backwards. Generally don't, but I'm going to do it this time. Right. Basically working upside down away from me. Very unnatural feeling. The nice part is you could always make it kind of form it a little bit better if you'd like, right? So I kind of want it to go a little bit higher. Just gonna work that in, boom. That kind of matches what I have over here. I'll give you a quick look, right? Not bad. Right. So now we're going to continue this way. Looks like this one goes this way. All right. So I might go the opposite way. It kind of gives me a S feeling, right? So I think I'm going to want these to end going towards me and like these go away from me. Kind of gives you the mirror image effect-ish. Right? So I'm going to go like that. I'm actually going to come out of this line here, just right out of the middle of it. Come this way. Push down. Give it that nice hook. Right. And I'll do another one. Just come in kind of following that line for a little while, giving it some space. And basically doing the same shape twice. Right. That's a little rough, but it's okay. It's not terrible. My general shape. Now the other thing you can do with these little sections is just to give it a little bit more bounce. You can actually come off of these. And what I'm going to do is just give it a little bit of, trying to think if I want to go clear across or not, but I think I'm just going to give it a little hook here. Right. And I might do another one here. Thinking if I do it, thinking about doing it further this way. You can actually double up on those if you want. I'll show you how. All right, I can do one even further down. Just come out. Sort of doubled up there, right? Kind of just, it gives it a little bit outward action, not so much narrow. And I'll probably do one on this side just to give it some balance. Let me turn it around for that. All right. So that's what we got going on so far. This one, I'm thinking, I almost want to go across with it because I feel like we could have something out here. We'll see. We'll see. If I cut across, I have to find a spot that's not so crowded, right? So if I come around, maybe through here, or if I go further out, I can cut across maybe right there. Let's try that. Let's cut across. Because this is a little crowded. There's a space right here. Let's cut across through there and see what happens. All right, so I'm going to come out real slow on that turn. Come out through here. And maybe just drop it right there. Right. Just, I don't know. You know, I'm just kind of trying to give it some feel, right? I'm thinking I could still knock one out this way. Just to give me a little something in here. Right. Kind of wouldn't mind something off this way, but I think we'll leave it. I think we're okay. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find balance, right? So I got this hook here. I don't feel like I have anything there. Trying to find balance in this little bit of chaos that I've created, right? So let's throw a little over here, okay? Just to give it that feeling that I've got on that side. You see these little flares a lot in calligraphy. So some of these shapes are based in nature, what you would see kind of wrapping around in a vine. Some of these shapes clearly come from flourishes that you would see in lettering and calligraphy. But everybody ends up kind of developing their own way, right? So that's what we have right now. Take a look at it on this side. This is a little tall. Could bring this out some more, but I think she's about ready for the next color. So we'll do that on the next video, and stick around. Let me know in the comments section what you think of this so far.